Thanks for coming out tonight. We're recording live from the Iron Fist Brewery in Barrio Logan. We're here with Mitten Band, Mitten, the band, and so glad you guys could make it out. Yeah. How's everything been going this year so far?
Pretty good. It's been an exciting year for us. We came out with our very first album last year, and we were fortunate to be nominated for an SDMA. And so that's kind of bringing in 2017 pretty strong for us. We're really excited.
San Diego Music Award?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I read about that on social media. That looked really exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a feather in your cap, huh?
Yeah, it feels really nice. It was our first album, and so to be nominated off the bat is definitely a nice feeling.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And you guys have been playing a lot around up and down the coastline, haven't you? Oceanside.
Yeah, just in Southern California. Here, basically in San Diego.
Right,
but yeah.
Yeah. Still, you've been pretty busy at different venues, right? Mm-hmm. The Marrow, the Ken Club.
Yeah.
Too? Yeah. And the Merrick as well.
Yeah,
the Marrow.
Yeah, the Marrow. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we play
the Casbah.
The Casbah.
Bar Pink.
Bar Pink. We're getting around.
Yeah. Kind of everywhere.
Yeah, I would say everywhere.
Yeah.
Soda Bar.
Yeah. We're possibly going to start looking into playing a little further up the coast.
That's not possible. We're going to.
We're going to.
Oh, we're going to. Right? Yeah. So do you guys have a manager behind you that's doing all your booking?
No. It's pretty much these two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're completely. Yeah.
Paul and I put on our suits, and then we email. So we're just very managerial.
Yeah.
We take it very seriously.
Yeah,
we're marketing too.
We're totally DIY. We do everything ourselves.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That's nice.
From music to the artwork to the producing and recording and everything.
Yeah. So just kind of get us in the mood to talk about music. Who are you guys listening to these days?
Gasino Kwame Otome.
That's sure. Who?
Jenny Lewis.
Yeah. Ryan Kiley.
I've been going on a big Nirvana binge, but
I have been too for some reason. I can't get away from that one.
I've been wearing a lot of flannel lately.
Yeah.
It's pretty serious. That and Spice Girls.
Doing heroin.
also Spice Girls, other 90s classics.
Yeah, I'm really into XTC right now.
You've always been now.
Yeah, but again. What are you?
I've been listening to the new Thundercat album, which is pretty cool. Is it
No. Only the Thundercats have.
He's like a big nerd, but he's a really good bass player. He plays for Kendrick Lamar and stuff, so it's kind of like that R&B rap stuff.
Does he say snark?
No, but he talks about comic books and Thundercat and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So just to talk a little bit about the Mittens style, because it has been described. I'm sure you've read that it's been described as a very retro style, very 60s girl band feel to it, right? I personally hear a lot of Belinda Carlisle and Go-Go's and the Bangles. Yeah, in your music,
check.
right?
I'll answer them.
Is that just, I guess, your influence, then, right?
Yeah.
Into music.
Yeah. Guilty. Yeah. Well, three of us write songs, and so all three of us, when we were writing our music, pull in from all of our own, the bands that we like, and then when we bring the song to band practice, we just kind of put a Mittens feel over it. And so so maybe some of the songs you hear that are kind of Bangles, Go-Go's-ish, that may be a song that I wrote, for example, or actually maybe Paul too, because Paul's really into those bands as well.
I saw the Bangles earlier last year, and when I was seeing the Bangles, part of me thought, wow, I can see why people say that about us. Because I've always liked the Bangles, but I didn't realize
that you sound so much like them.
Exactly.
We even cover one of their songs.
Oh, you know what? I was on social media tonight, and I think I saw one of your set lists, and it's
Manic.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Where do you guys play that?
We played it several times.
Yeah, that's kind of like our back pocket
cover,
cover song for us. If we need an extra fun thing to put out there.
Yeah. If we're losing the crowd.
That never happens.
Yeah.
I need you to like a song.
Actually, we do play a lot of like pretty family-friendly events, and I think that's kind of one of the things we usually tap into when we need to. Yeah.
And then so as far as the composition, it's a shared deal. You guys can all compose and the lyrics as well.
Yeah, I think sometimes it can be really one person taking sort of writing like the skeleton of the song and even the lyrics, but sometimes it can be a joint effort, like maybe I'll come up with a chord progression and a melody, but then Paul will write the lyrics, which happens for me a lot because I'm not a lyricist, so he'll like help me finish a song, or Ramona will write like the majority of a song, but then Paul will help us arrange it so that it kind of works with like our style and our playability and that kind of thing. So there's definitely like a sort of a credit to the originator of the material, but then we all sort of help finish it off and polish it and really make it a Mittens song.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, I can see that. Now, are you guys all self-taught, or have you studied music at all?
He is not self-taught, except for guitar. You taught yourself guitar.
I am 30 years old now, and I have been playing classical piano since I was 4.5. So I was taught by like proper classical professors and so forth. But when I was 20, I learned guitar, and that I'm self-taught. But all of the other stuff kind of comes in when I'm playing guitar, I think. So I don't think I sound like someone who doesn't know how music works.
Yeah, and I can hear that because definitely when I was listening to your music, it's very, there's a lot of layering with vocals and with the instruments. That, I don't know, it's complex.
Yeah,
there's a complexity to it that it's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and there's one piece in particular, Heart of Me.
Yeah.
I think that one jumped out because the intro on that is just beautiful.
Oh, that was him.
And honestly, I kept repeating the intro and then reprise it later in the piece, right? Because it's so pretty, and you could almost be like in a piano lounge somewhere just listening to that intro. I mean, it has that kind of feel to it. Just beautifully done. In fact, all the pieces on that album are just have that feel to it. And I read somewhere that where you like to. Somebody described your music as having a Baroque feel to it.
That would be
and you can definitely, it's woven into those pieces.
Yeah.
Just beautiful. It makes for a very pretty sound.
Thank you.
It impresses me that you actually like listen to the songs and have like specific things to say about them though. Like, it's really cool.
A lot of that stuff I think that adds that flavor would definitely be sort of studio work though. Like we don't have live pianos in our performances. No.
Although she keeps trying to make me play more. I just don't like carrying it.
I think our live stuff is a little more rockin'.
We had a show where I made Paul just bring the piano.
Yeah.
And we did some songs with just Paul playing piano and sing. But Part of Me is a good example of a song with collaboration because that's Leah's song. She wrote that song. Paul added in, He brings
No,
some people on, so.
you did part of the outro.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So there you go. So we're all like adding
like a little bit.
So, and that album was done when?
Actually, that song was recorded almost 5 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
So here we are 5 years later, and your music has
We're like a snail.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
Even that song when we play it live now is completely
Is
different.
it completely different?
Yeah, I tend to do weird stuff.
I'd say our style has definitely evolved.
So where are you at now with your evolution?
Well, we have Matthew.
On the Okay.
I do dancing.
Yeah.
I play. They pawned me or poached me from another band to play drums.
Yeah.
So I've been playing drums for how long? A month? So a month of you guys?
Yeah.
It's been
And
more.
Justin,
Maybe like 2.
Yeah. We've got
No, it's been like
he's
1.5.
added a lot to our sound.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would say our sound now is probably a little more like instead of being chord based, we're doing a little more like articulated guitar riffs. It's a little, I don't know.
I think think we're just louder.
Yeah. That too, yeah.
And I think we're slightly less retro now.
I would agree.
Yeah.
But there's still that, like,
I'm still writing those songs
Yeah.
to keep it there because I love it.
we still love the 3-part harmonies and the like layered sort of guitar parts, or, you know, when we record, I'm sure it'll still sound very Mittens. Yeah.
No, it's gonna sound completely Bon Jovi. I just love arena rock.
I do love it.
Me too. I love Bon Jovi.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, he's one of my faves.
Yeah, he's a total heartthrob.
Yeah, he's pretty dreamy.
Yeah,
I mean, how old is that
Maybe
guy?
picture
He
him
looks
in
the
our
same.
space.
It looks the same,
That's
right?
Yeah.
My bedroom.
Yeah. So, 2017, thinking about spring and summer. What do we have in the looms?
A tour, hopefully. We're working on that right now.
We were just talking about that out there.
We were.
actually.
We're
Yeah.
trying to find that out. So hopefully something up Southwest going up, going to Arizona in August, we believe.
Yeah.
And then, so a tour
And recording.
and recording another album. Those are our
Number 2.
big things.
Do you guys
It won't take 5
together,
years
or-
this time.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna get it done.
Good, good.
I want to release an album this year, and then I want one next year.
Yeah.
Like I want it to be like a thing.
Yeah.
Because we have multiple writers in the band, we make songs pretty quickly. So if we want to stay current, we have to be recording all the time.
It's true.
Also,
Yeah.
we're pretty prolific. I mean, we have a lot of material that is in the can, ready to go.
We could have a double album right now if
Yeah.
we wanted, but
It's kind of crazy.
it's a little bit more
Poor
than we
Matthew.
can handle.
We've had to learn a lot.
Yeah. But it's been really nice though that we've been able to introduce him to songs that don't get played, that haven't gotten played before, because it allows us to have a completely new sound for him. He doesn't have to learn someone else's parts.
Yeah,
Right.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a good point, yeah. So when you guys are lately you've been at your shows, all these different shows, are you seeing a lot of familiar faces? Do you have a pretty steady, consistent
Yeah.
fan base?
Yeah,
Or,
I would say so. I
We
mean,
do.
I think
And a
that
lot of new
there's
faces too.
there's definitely a very strong scene in San Diego. I feel like that, and we have a lot of support from our fellow bandmates in town. And I think that we definitely reciprocate that. But for sure, also just some people that just like us, and they're very, very nice. Yeah, they
You
are.
guys have a really great chemistry together. You have a great chemistry together, answering each other's questions.
Finish each other's.
We're like a married couple.
We spend a lot of time together voluntarily, not just for band stuff. So we're friends.
Well, that's what I noticed when I joined them a month ago, because I've played in other bands, and just the chemistry these guys have together is just really.
It's love.
We like him too.
Yeah, I get along with you guys
Yeah.
great. I love just being in a band and hanging out with you guys.
And it plays out on stage too. And you
Yeah,
guys-
I would say
Oh.
so. People tell us that pretty
Yeah.
frequently.
Right. So, there's one more thing I'm dying to ask you, and I don't know if I'm going into like a really personal space here or not.
Oh, come on.
It's about the Mittens handshake.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Is
fine.
it something that you'd like
Yeah,
share with everybody?
yeah. We've done that.
Demon.
I mean, are you gonna? I mean, if like all ages can watch this. Is this like an 18 and up crowd? Or?
Just do it.
Alright.
That's it.
Yeah,
It's not really a
we have
handshake. It's more of
like a high five. Well, you know, there's
We
like
used to
those
have people come
handshakes.
up on stage
That
and
is
do
so
it with
cute.
us.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't even know about that.
Are you gonna ask?
That was more of a 2012 thing.
Yeah,
but it's still there.
But very applicable. Wow, that's adorable. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys
We like
so
cats.
much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are doing amazing work, and your music is just awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You guys are doing great work too.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.